Hey friends, well, it's been a minute since I've done a video from this view. It's one of my favorites. Hopefully the sounds of nature that you're gonna get to hear sound good to you too. So we're here for an episode of Coaching Misunderstood. Obviously, if it's just me, this is a solo episode, not me and a guest. Myself and Susan Hilger, a friend and colleague, are going to be talking about the same topic next week in the same place you are viewing this. And the topic that I am talking about today, that she and I will talk about next week, is how coaching is a tool to support us in creating powerful conversations. Now, that sounds pretty awesome to me, but I know what that means. If you haven't worked with a coach, if you're not a coach, if you haven't done a lot of work, you might be like, what's a powerful conversation? So, powerful conversations are conversations, multiple things could point to a powerful conversation. But one of the things that makes a conversation powerful for me is talking to someone who is able to take ownership, to show up to the conversation clear, complete. They're not bringing all this junk in and just dumping it in. They know how to do their work prior to coming to the conversation so that it can be powerful. You might notice the energy is more upward, trusting, loving, less downward, less cautious, less distrusting. You might notice it in how someone's talking. Lack of power, a lot of maybe, a lot of might, a lot of try, a lot of if I'm lucky. And a powerful conversation is more, I will, I'm going to. There is no luck. I make what happens, happens. Not through force, with co-creation, right? So there's are some other things. And I'm excited to share the conversation that Susan and I have together, because we talk about one of our favorites, Dr. Judith Glazer, who's no longer with us. But she did a lot of research on bringing coaching and conversations like this to corporate. She would literally follow around the C-suite people and show them how the stuff they were doing or not doing was either bolstering trust, taking it away, bolstering confidence, taking it away. We kind of got into, I'm going to save this for my talk with Susan, so it's new. We got into the neurochemistry of a conversation and a couple other of my favorite points that I think I want to share here. I know I want to share here. I can tell when I'm in a powerful conversation, for example, when I partner with other coaches on things and we might not agree or align, we might ruffle each other's feathers, but we have the tools to get to clearness, to get to completion, to leave that space so we are feeling good. So there's a way you can disagree, and I don't want to say argue, because not arguing, but there's a way that you can have those conversations and it doesn't have to be weird. Now, granted, if it's new, it's uncomfortable, but it doesn't have to be a stop. Another thing I noticed is when many of my friends reach out and they say, okay, we're ready, we want to work with a coach. I never work with close friends. It's too close. I refer them out to people that aren't attached to their future, have less skin in the game. But yeah, basically that. And when my friends or family members have started working with a coach, our conversation changes. Not so much dumping their junk in my space. They might get my permission. Noticing if I'm not speaking powerfully, reflecting things I'm saying, pointing out things I'm saying, it just shifts. So if you are in a place where you really want to open up that throat chakra, have powerful conversations, say the bold thing, be able to be in a place where the giving of feedback, the receiving of feedback is an art, know more about that neurochemistry of conversation. Coaching, when working with coaches who have that kind of knowledge and skill set under their belt, it can be a platform and a space where you can learn and train yourself on how to have powerful conversations. If you're already having them and you've created it in a way where you've done it all on your own, I invite you to consider you could be having even more powerful conversations. Stay tuned for the episode next week where Susan and I will talk about this together. As always, I'm open for feedback. If you want to share what you're getting from this, if you have ideas for another series of, another episode. And always, if you are thinking about becoming a coach, if you might want to work with a coach, let me know. I'm happy to talk with you about that. We got to take care of each other, right? We got to take care of each other. That's all that I feel called to share today. And may you enjoy being unleashed in the world and having some powerful conversations. They can and will transform the world. Thanks for being here.